Richard.
Oh, Patty.
Isn't it all, you know?
Gonzville.
Yeah. I feel all spooky inside. Like...
Me too, like...
What's the matter?
My foot fell asleep.
Oh. Rich, do you suppose anybody ever felt this way before?
How could they?
I suppose maybe Romeo and Juliet.
Maybe.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Romeo said that?
Oh, maybe it was Hamlet.
Rich?
What?
You know what I wish? I wish Kathy could feel the way I do.
About me? I'm not her type.
Oh, not about you. I mean, I wish she could meet a boy. Really flip for her.
Kathy? Doesn't figure.
No, I know. She's just too sensible and down to earth for anything like that to happen.
Poor kid.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Hi, Kat. We were just talking about you.
What? How was the Lit Club meeting? Meeting? You did go to a meeting, remember? Oh, yes. It was wonderful. No kidding. What happened? There was a new boy there tonight. His name is Christopher Hubbard.
I know Chris. He's a nice guy.
Nice. He's the most handsome, wonderful, intelligent man I have ever seen.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette.
Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
You know, Kath, I'm really dying to know. Exactly how did you and Christopher meet? Oh, we haven't actually met yet. You see, he just dropped into the Lit Club and said he'd like to join. And then he sat in the corner all evening and listened. You mean you didn't talk to him at all? How could I? You haven't been introduced. Oh, well, you're the secretary of the Lit Club. Why didn't you go and introduce yourself? Oh, no. That would have been terribly pushy.
Patty, can I borrow your dictionary?
Ross, how many times do I have to tell you?
Not before you come in.
Come in.
Now, about that dictionary.
It's in the desk. You can have it. Oh, never mind. I'll get it.
Thanks. Hi, Kathy. What's wrong with her?
She's in love.
Kathy? You're kidding.
No.
Who's the lucky guy?
His name's Christopher Hubbard. He doesn't know she's alive.
Why doesn't she introduce herself?
Oh, no. That would be terribly pushy.
Kathy, it isn't that hard to make friends with a boy.
You see? Even he says so.
What's the trick? I mean, even Patty's got a fella.
Get out.
If you need any tips, Kathy, just come by.
Out.
I'll steer you straight.
Out! Thank you, Miss Lonely Hearts. You know, for once, Mighty Mouse is right. It's your move with Chris. Patty, I can't just throw myself at him. Well, how's he going to know you like him? I don't know. I've never felt this way about a boy before. Kathy, you need help. And you're going to get it right now. So you're not going to call him up?
No, dear, I'm not going to call him up. And I'm not going to hire a skywriter to fly over Brooklyn Heights and spell out Kathy loves Christopher. Hi, Rich.
Oh, hi, Patty.
How well do you know Christopher Hubbard?
Well, he's in my math class.
Great! Kathy wants to meet him. I didn't say that.
Just a minute. You don't want to meet him?
Of course I do. But I don't want Christopher to think that I'm brassy and forward.
Oh, no, we must keep that a deep, dark secret. Rich?
Kathy does want to meet him. Only it has to be handled with great tact.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll tell him my girl's got a cousin who's flipped for him.
No.
Rich, I think you'll have to handle it with a little bit more tact. Hey, why don't you bring him to the shake shop after school? That way you can kind of, run into us there.
Isn't that awfully sneaky?
Absolutely diabolic. Rich, meet us there at about,
3:30.
Right. Good night, Juliet.
Good night, Romeo.
What time is it, Patty?
3:45.
Well, I suppose I'd better go now. I have a lot of homework to do.
You just sit right there.
Richard's here. Is there anyone with him?
Yeah. It's cute.
I know. Please, Patty.
Hi, what a surprise.
Hi, Rich.
I got here as fast as I could. Chris, say hello to my girl. Patty Lane, Christopher Hubbard.
Hello, Patty.
Hi. This is my cousin, Kathy Lane.
How do you do?
Hello.
Won't you sit down?
Okay, what do you have, Chris?
Nothing, thanks. I can't stay long.
Oh. You're new in school, aren't you, Chris?
Yes, we just moved down from Boston.
Oh, I love dear old Boston. It so reminds me of London.
London? You were never there, Patty.
Oh, no, but Kathy was. Weren't you, Kathy?
Yes.
Kathy's been everywhere. London, Paris, Madrid, Rome, Florence.
Florence? I have a cousin named Florence.
Her father's a
Her
foreign
name's
correspondent.
Florence Lawrence. That's
And
a name.
she speaks scads of foreign languages. And she plays the piano beautifully and dances ballet.
Patty.
Oh, and she cooks like a dream and makes all her own clothes.
Oh.
What are you majoring in, Chris?
English.
Kathy's an English major, too. Aren't you, Kathy?
Yes.
Kathy writes short stories and poems. And she's secretary of the Lit Club.
Yes, I know. I was at the meeting last night.
Oh, were you?
You know that. You cut that out.
Chris, are you an author, too?
Well, I've written some poetry.
Really? Kathy, maybe you could arrange for Chris to read some of his poems to the Lit Club.
I'd be very happy to.
Thanks, but I don't like to read my stuff to people.
Oh, when's the club meeting, Kath?
Tuesday night.
Chris, why don't you come over to our house for dinner, and then you and Kathy can go on to the club together?
Patty, please.
Thanks, but I can't make it. Excuse me. I have to go to the library.
Oh, Kathy, you were just on your way to the library, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Nice to meet you. So long, Richard.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
I'm sorry, Kathy. Thank you for trying. Forget it. And him, too. I'm sorry to be such a goon.
That's very pretty, Kath.
Do you like sad music?
Kath, forgive me for butting in, but I gather there's a boy you're rather fond of, right? Well, now, you take it from me. A girl as attractive and bright as you are can have any young man that she goes after.
It's very sweet of you to say so, Uncle Martin.
No, it's true. The only thing is that, well, sometimes you have to, what's the expression? You have to come on strong.
Come on strong?
Well, it doesn't do any good to moon in a corner, does it? See, I think you should let this boy know that you think he's wonderful. Be open and direct.
Open and direct.
Absolutely. How do you think your Aunt Natalie landed me?
Then you don't mind if I give you a bit of advice, Kathy?
No, of course not, Aunt Natalie.
Well, it's very simply this. See, men, or boys, are attracted by the unknown, the unpredictable.
They are?
Oh, every time. You can't go around with your heart on your sleeve. You have to be aloof and mysterious.
Aloof. Mysterious.
Absolutely. How do you think I landed your Uncle Martin?
If you really want to hook this fella, you gotta be feminine and clingy.
Feminine and clingy?
Yeah. You know, bat your eyes and look mushy.
Bat my eyes. Look mushy.
Really? Scout's honor. How do you think Nicky Lee landed me?
Thank you, Ross. Hi, Kath. How do you feel? Fine. I was just learning how to land Christopher.
Oh? How?
All I need do is be open and direct, aloof and mysterious, and bat my eyes. Mushy.
Who said that?
Uncle Martin, Aunt Natalie, and Ross, in that order.
Oh, you can forget what they said. I've got the real answer.
What's that?
I was just watching this movie on TV, Passion's Plaything. It's all about this gorgeous French actress, Caresse Capri. She has every man in Paris at her feet. You know how she does it?
How?
She treats them like dogs.
Like dogs?
Mm-hmm. You know, mean and rotten.
Caresse, you are a devil. You've lied to me, betrayed me, destroyed me. But what can I do, chérie?
I adore you. Oh, you're bored.
That wasn't very nice of her.
Oh, but it paid off. Caresse, if you do not come back to me, I will throw myself in the Seine. And she didn't. And he did.
Patty, what has all that to do with Christopher and me? Everything. Kathy, you've got to start treating him like a dog.
I can't do that. Well, you want to land him, don't you?
Oh, yes, but then you've got to operate.
Proud, haughty, cruel.
So he said, how about a date Saturday night? And I said, sorry, I'm busy. So he said, how about a date next Saturday night? And I said, sorry, I'm busy. So he said, how about a date the Saturday after that? And I said, sorry, I'm busy then, too. And you know what?
What?
The next day, he sent me the biggest box of candy you ever saw.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Then you've got to operate. Proud, haughty, cruel.
Are you sure I look all right, Patty?
You look irresistible.
I wish I felt that way.
Look, Kath, Rich went to a lot of trouble to arrange this rematch. Don't chicken out now.
They're here. Steady, girl.
It's open, Rich!
Hiya, beautiful. Hiya, Kath. You remember my friend, Chris?
Oh, didn't we meet the other day?
Yes, in the malt shop.
Oh, yes, of course. You're, Christopher Hubble.
Hubbard.
Oh, sorry. Would you like to come to the living room? Won't you sit down?
Hey, Patty, let's see what's to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Kathy?
Yes?
About that meeting next Tuesday
Meeting?
of the Lit Club. I'll be there.
Oh, how nice.
And I've changed my mind. I'd like to have the club hear some of my poems.
Oh,
Do you write verse?
Yes. In fact, I brought some of my poems with me. Would you like to hear them?
Why don't you just leave them on the table and I'll look at them when I have a chance.
Hey! They're out of ice cream. Let's go do the shake shop bit and live a little.
All right. Kathy, remember, you have to be home by 10. I do? Kathy's expecting a long-distance call from a Hollywood actor. Calls her almost every night.
Yeah? Gee, I didn't know Kathy knew an actor in Hollywood.
Well, shall we? That was Wizard.
Can we sit down now and talk?
I'd love to. Keep dancing.
Kathy, please, let's sit this one out.
Well, you may if you wish. Oh, Lou, come on, they're playing our song. Excuse me.
Kathy, you were really terrific.
Patty, how long do we have to keep this up?
Until he's hopelessly in the palm of your hand.
Hello? It's Chris. Gee, Chris, I'm sorry. Kathy's on the other phone. What other phone? Shh. Remember, you're talking to an actor in Hollywood. Oh, no, Betty, I can't do that. Oh, maybe you can, but I can. Hello, Chris? Could you hold on a minute, please? Okay. Yes, I do wish I was with you. Sitting there watching the sun set on the Pacific. Troy. Troy. Shh. What's that, dear? You're going to fly east just to see me? Oh, yes. I'll fit you in somehow. Patty. Hello, Chris? Gee, I don't know when Kathy's going to be off the phone. Oh, why don't you try her in the morning? Night. Patty, why do we have to do this? Because you're in love and that's all-out war.
Richard, I need your help. I'm crazy about Kathy, but I don't know how to handle her.
Well, what's the handle? Kathy's a nice, quiet girl.
That's what I thought. I fell for her the first time I saw her at the Lit Club.
No kidding. You sure didn't act like a guy who was in love when I introduced you.
It's because I like her so much.
Huh?
I'm shy with girls, especially a girl I really go for. I don't know, I just freeze up.
Man, you've got a problem.
You know, I was so glad you arranged that double date last night. You know, I thought I could relax and start being friendly, but Kathy came on like gangbusters.
Yeah, she sure acted spooky.
And now I can't even get her on the phone. She's always talking to some Hollywood big shot.
Chris, you need help.
I know.
And I've got the answer.
What?
There's just one way to handle a woman. Treat her like a dog.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hello?
Oh, Kathy? Chris Hubbard here.
Oh. Hello, Chris. Hello.
I'm seeing you tonight, Kathy, see?
What?
We're going to that piano recital at the art hall, see?
I'd like to do that.
Oh, fine. I'll call for you about 8 o'clock. I mean, meet me there, 8 sharp, see?
All right. I'll be there. Bye. Who was that? Christopher. He invited me to a piano recital. Great. I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. Be there?
You mean he's not picking you up? No. He sounded so masterful, I just said I'd be there. Oh, Kathy. I'm sorry. Meet him at 8, huh? Well, we know how to handle that. Hi.
Kathy!
I'm here.
You're 30 minutes late, though.
Am I? How naughty of me.
2, please. That'll be $1.
Thank you, Chris. It was a very interesting evening.
I'm so glad.
Fascinating, in fact. And since we're never going to see each other again, I'd like to say you're the rudest boy I've ever met.
Then that makes us even.
I don't mind going Dutch. I really don't. But you could at least have asked me.
And you could at least have been on time.
That's right. I was late, wasn't I?
30 minutes.
I probably had a premonition that I'd be spending an interminable evening with an unmitigated boor.
Oh, well, don't worry. It won't happen again.
It certainly won't.
And don't expect me at the Lit Club. I just resigned.
How delightful. Good night.
You mean goodbye. Kathy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I should
Please.
never...
I'm not really like that. Kathy, forget everything I said, everything that happened. Just remember one thing. I'm crazy about you.
I like you too, Chris. Very, very much.
Do you really?
From the first time I saw you at the Lit Club.
That's when it hit me. Oh, darn. What kind of a nut was I to have listened to Richard?
Richard?
He told me the only way to get a girl is to treat her like a dog.
Richard told you that? Hmm?
What's so funny?
Patty told me that that was the only way to get a boy. And all the time, you were... Well, I'd better go.
Good night, Kat.
Good night, Chris.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
How was your date, Kat?
Oh, lovely.
You see, it's all in knowing how to handle a boy.
That's right. You bet.
You can say that again.
I ordered the shakes extra thick.
Good. Thank you.
Don't they look gone?
Flip time. Just like us.
Mm-hmm. You know, for a while, I thought they'd never get together.
Me either.
But they did. I'm really glad I was able to make it all happen.
Yeah. What do you mean you were glad to make it happen?
That's right. I told Kathy how to handle Chris, and that was that.
Correction. I told Chris how to handle Kathy, and that's what did it.
Richard, I really don't mean to contradict you, but it was me.
No offense, Patty, but it was me.
Richard, I have always known you were arrogant and conceited, but there are limits.
Patty, I wish you would come out of orbit and face facts.
Come out of orbit?
Yes.
I didn't think that. You struck me like that. You got a problem. What I did, of course, was your sex is fine, right? And I...
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins